The aroma here is fantastic. Please go and type Go Africa. Just say Hole, 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 Hole. There are many things that I am proud of in this Nigerian plant-based okra soup, and that is my plant-based dried mackerel. Guys, look at that. You don't want to miss out on this recipe. It's gonna be power. I know it's gonna be unbelievable, but that is dried vegan fish. Chineke. And of course, my plant-based chicken drumsticks. But guys, this is what I am proud of the most. Look at that. Look at that. As you can see, I'm a crazy vegan chef who likes to go beyond the norm. My name is Chef TJ, and thanks for popping in my channel. I post 3 times a week. You can also connect with me on Facebook and Instagram. Let us start with our chicken, and please remember this. The more you rest your dough, the better your texture will be. Just remember that. Now here, stretch and tighten, stretch and tighten. Again, you'll get a better texture if you do that. And these bones that you see here, they are super safe to use. I got it from a company called 4Bone. I'll leave the link in the description. I'm really dying to show you my vegan tribe again, but before that, you need to steam this chicken for 15 minutes. And make sure your stove is on low heat. I really can't get over the color, the texture, the flavor, and the authentic look of this vegan tribe. I will be telling you a story about it in a bit, but before that, let us check our chicken. And voila, it is ready. That's exactly how it should look like. Now we need to spice it up. First, half a teaspoon chili powder. Just make sure it's from Cameroon. I honestly think there is no better chili than the one from Cameroon. And then 1 teaspoon smoked paprika, 1 tablespoon of freshly squeezed lemon juice, and then put some mixed herbs. And of course, cooking oil. About 1 tablespoon will be enough. The authentic recipe uses palm oil, but I skipped that. I really think we should look after our environment, guys. Let us not use palm oil. So by the way, you can use whatever meat you want. In Nigeria, they use from prawns, crayfish, chicken, beef, whatever you want. Please follow this recipe carefully because I'm still going to show you how beautiful the texture will be at the end of this video. I know my plate looks like a crime scene right now, but I can promise you no animal was harmed. Okay, 1 tablespoon of cooking oil. Okay, so while we braise our chicken, let me tell you the story. So when I post African dishes, right, vegan dishes on social media platforms, including my own page on Facebook, I always get nasty comments. People are saying it's gross. People are saying all sorts of things. Guys, I am an African, a very proud African vegan chef. So today I'm going all in, I'm going deep. This dish is a Nigerian dish and I love it. I don't care what other people say. I know who I am. Before I show you my plant-based dried mackerel fish, I just want to say to you, this channel is for all mankind. And when I say all mankind, that includes animals. And that is my story, guys. Anyway, let us talk about this beautiful vegan fish. So this is tofu. It has been frozen and defrosted 4 times, and I pressed off the water completely. It is super dry. So now you need about 2 tablespoons of cooking oil, half a teaspoon chili powder. Just make sure it's from Cameroon if you can. 1 teaspoon smoked paprika, half a teaspoon mixed herbs, and of course blue-green algae. Guys, this stuff right here is what is going to make this stuff taste exactly like fish. And not just any fish, but mackerel. And guys, please do not forget 1 tablespoon of freshly squeezed lemon juice. Almost immediately, the aroma of this fish has filled the air. I feel like I'm sailing somewhere in Lake Malawi, somewhere in Namibia, somewhere in Tanzania, somewhere in Cameroon, somewhere in Ghana, God, somewhere in Kariba Dam, somewhere in Zambezi River in Zimbabwe. Yeah, so it was just 1 tablespoon of cooking oil and you just braise it. Remember, the fish was already dry. Look at that. Just look at that. Now we are going to my favorite part of this recipe. Vegan tripe. 1 teaspoon smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon artificial beef seasoning. And guys, I forgot to tell you that these herbs that I'm using here, they're actually from Zimbabwe and I'm loving them. And by the way, just use half teaspoon mixed herbs and 1 tablespoon of cooking oil. Now rub your tripe into this marinade. God. Guys, the recipe for starting this vegan tripe from scratch is in the description. So here is just 1 tablespoon of cooking oil. Saute your tripe, and basically now we're adding vegetables, which is 1 onion chopped. Please just try to use small ones. I really don't like a lot of onion in this recipe. Now you need garlic. Okay, you need about, say, 2 cloves of garlic would do. Chop it up and also pop it in the pan again and braise a bit. Guys, by the way, I'll be sharing the texture of this tripe at the end of the video. You just won't believe it. Okay, so now let us add our fish. Look at that. I'm super excited with this recipe. The aroma, guys, that has filled this place, it is just magic. 2 teaspoons vegan chicken seasoning. Okay, now we need our smoked paprika, 2 teaspoons again. Here comes the interesting part. This is my crayfish flakes. I'll be telling you about it just in a bit. The leaves and 1 tablespoon of uzazi powder. Guys, this stuff right here reminds me of a place somewhere in Nigeria, in Abuja, in a place called Usa Market. That market had every herb you can think of, every fruit you can think of, every spice. I really miss that place. Okay, so here I've got some scotch bonnet, the red, the yellow. I prefer use about 3, right? 3 red ones and 2 yellow. That'll be fine. And then, of course, just look at those. They look cute. Then, of course, some red pepper and green chilies. You're gonna need just to roughly chop it and then hoy inside the blender. Add a liter of vegan chicken stock. I'll leave the link in the description. Now blend. Hoy. Okay, so as I promised, my crayfish flakes, right? That is just nutritional yeast and kelp powder. The ratio is 5:1. 5 nutritional yeast of teaspoons and 1 kelp powder. That, my friend, tastes super close to crayfish. But as of now, let us talk okra. Yeah, some call it okra, some call it okra. Yeah, but anyway, you need to wash it first to make sure. Yeah, it will have a lot of dirt, as you can see. Just thoroughly wash it. To chop it up, I don't really like mine that slimy, so we'll use only about 100 grams, and then we're gonna pop it in the blender in just like few seconds, right? If you want it slimy, you have to blend it longer. There you go. That's how I like mine. Slimy, but not that slimy. And guys, if you have found any value so far in this video, don't forget to smash that subscription button, to mash the notification button from Cape to Cairo and across the world. Now 1 teaspoon of locust paste. Guys, I just want to say the music in the background was done by my brother. Let us take a moment to honor him. Now add 2 hands of dried uzazi leaves. Guys, what did you think about my brother's feet? Let us rate him out of 10. I think he would really appreciate that. Okay, I think our soup is a bit dry, so we need to add some water. Okay, so I just tasted and it's a bit too much chili for me, so I'm just adding water as well. Besides that, it's dry. And I just want to say, in the southern region of Africa, we have this with millipap, but in Nigeria and other Western countries, it's mostly fufu. Yeah. And I just want to say, this recipe, in fact, all the recipes that you see me making wouldn't have been possible without the people who support me on my Patreon account. So from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate you guys. I'm fanning. This thing is what? The struggle of Africa. The aroma here is fantastic. And guys, if you enjoyed this video, please go and type Go Africa. Just say Go Africa. Holy, 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 holy. Super excited. Very beautiful recipe. I think let us taste the chicken as well. But no, let us start with tripe. The texture. Look at that. If you have not subscribed yet, don't worry about it for now. Let us just meet on the next video right here on the screen, because I know that you will enjoy it.